Hey guys, this is Craig from Southern Boys Bunny Barn. It's butcher day here on the barn. I know some of y'all had asked me how I use this little meat hook, kind of like a rabbit ringer, and so today I'm going to show you that. Just going to give you a little warning, it's going to be a graphic video. It's going to be a little bit more graphic than the last quote-unquote graphic video I did. I've actually got somebody here to record it. My wife's going to be recording it while I walk through the whole butcher process, from dispatching the rabbit and then hanging it up and skinning it, all that good stuff. Just to give y'all a little idea of how I do mine, how I butcher my rabbits. So y'all stay tuned.
Okay.
Alright guys, so what I do, it's kind of like a rabbit ringer. I just take the rabbit and I put it right there, like that. Make sure you get the front legs out of the way. Give it a little ring, and that's it. And then I bring it right over here, stick it through there, and stick it through there. Now you want to do that before the nerves start kicking in. Once those nerves start kicking in, it's hard to hang that thing up like that. So you want to make sure you do that before the nerves kick in. Those nerves will kick for maybe 15-20 seconds. But once you put that rabbit in there, it's done. That rabbit doesn't feel anything. And then what I like to do is I spray my rabbit down with water, and that just keeps all the hair off your meat. I just get it soaking wet.
Oh, Daddy.
And then from this point, I'll stick a little gut bucket underneath there. And I know everybody uses something different. I like to use a fillet knife. And then I just take and I chop the head off, and then I'll start and let that drain out. And usually that's the bloodiest part of it, is that right there. It's really not too bad after that. And this rabbit is at New Zealand California Cross. These are really good meat.
Daddy! Mommy! Mommy!
And then from there, what I do is I take a pair of loppers and I just lop those front legs off. My loppers aren't very sharp, but it breaks the bone, and then I can get the rest of it with my my knife there.
Mama.
And then what I do is I just start here at the top, and I'll make a little cut right there, and I'll just cut around that leg. Like that. And then just keep washing if you get hair on your hands, because once you get it on that meat, it's hard to get off. Cut it there. And like that.
Mommy.
And then I just cut a Y.
Daddy.
What? What?
We're ready.
Yeah, you see that rabbit, huh? And look, I know some people may say, oh, I can't believe you got a kid out there doing this. Look, I think it's good for them. It lets them know where their food comes from. And if you start them young like this, they don't, it's not as traumatic for them. Okay, so once I get to this point, just come and cut this right here. and I bring this section here back through and start pulling down the legs, the hair on the legs. Come back here, babe. Show them something. So once you get right there, that tail's still hanging on, take your loppers. You can kind of cut that and then get your knife right there like that. Now the rest of it just comes off like a sweater. Just like that. Comes off that easy. Now come back around this way.
Come here, Lane.
And then what I do,
Come here.
I'm like a stickler when it comes to cleanliness.
Come here, Lane.
So I've got that done,
Mommy.
and then I'd start right here. I grab that belly and I make one little cut right there like that. That gives me something to put my fingers in, and then I just take my knife. Now be careful on this part, don't cut yourself. I just take my knife and I just start working down.
Oh, Mommy, you cold.
Be careful not to cut the guts.
Mommy,
Don't want to cut that.
Mommy,
Now once you get to this point,
Mommy.
you'll see that right there, that's the bladder, okay? So you want to make sure not to nick that. If you get any of that urine on your meat, it's not going to be good. So I just take that and twist it to kind of get it tied off. And then I cut it, and that's it right there. Throw that away. Then I take my knife, and you can run right along here and go up in between the legs and make a cut, and that opens that up like that right there, and you can reach in and pull out
Come here.
the intestines.
Back up.
You can pull all that out like that, and then just reach your hand in there and pull everything out. Now there's the liver for you. For those of you that like liver, you can save that liver. And then I'll wash that out.
Mommy.
Come here. Come here, baby.
Like that one. Take your kidneys out. Some people eat the kidneys. I don't. I give them to my dog. My dog loves the kidneys and he loves the head.
Lane, back up.
He's okay. And then something you want to check too on your liver and on your lungs, get back, Lane,
Come here, baby.
is make sure that they don't have any spots. Make sure they don't have any diseases. Now this part kind of gets bloody because you're going into your heart and lung cavity, and just kind of come through there and cut that open. And then you can take your heart and your lungs, and I'll feed those to my chickens.
Come here, Lane, back up.
And that's it, guys. After that, I come back with my loppers and I cut them 2 back legs off. And that's all there is to it. I can do it a little bit faster when I'm not on video, but I was kind of explaining it to you. But that's all there is to it. It's not that hard. And you know, that little meat hook rabbit ringer top deal works great. Anyways, hope y'all have a good day. God bless.